I've got 20 acres out here in Grand Rapids, Minnesota that I want to talk about. This property has driveway access. It's got a cleared out area for your campers or a future building site, and a really accessible property that I'll be talking about in this video. I'll be covering common questions, FAQs, and most importantly, teaching you how to go view the property on your own. So just going through some of the photos here. Our photographer did a good job of getting some drone imagery. Again, I'll talk more about the property and satellite imagery here in a second, but just quick disclaimer, this isn't legal advice, not real estate advice. I'm simply sharing my thoughts and opinions here with you today through my 10 plus years of experience in the real estate industry, specifically focusing on vacant land. So like I said, super close to, I think it's Deer Lake in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. This is going to create a great building site for somebody or simply a place to go enjoy the weekends for recreational purposes. It's got a driveway going back there. It's got a place. The previous owner used it. I think he had a couple campers out there. Like I said, they used it for recreation, but the property is mostly high ground, so it should be plenty buildable as well. So this is a property outlined here. This is a little bit of a wetland on the property. The rest of it's dry. And this is where the driveway comes in right here. So I'll talk about that here in a second. First, I want to give you a bird's eye view of exactly where we're located here in Minnesota. Right off, this highway here in Itasca. So here's Grand Rapids, Minnesota. If I zoom out here, as we zoom in, we head up this highway right here. It's County Road 62, Itasca County Road 62. You're going to head down 244. I believe it's called Freestone Road. And then there's a driveway you can see from satellite imagery going right here up into the property, right? And then here's the old camper site that the previous owner had. So I will actually pull this up on satellite imagery to show you exactly what we're talking about. So we've got Deer Lake. You've got public access points on Deer Lake, really close by the property. You've got public access points to Bass Lake. I'll show you guys that on Onyx Maps here in a second. But again, I've got the property outlined right here. Really easy road access, again, off Itasca County Road 62. Heads over on Freestone Road. This is your driveway up into the property. This is an easement to access the land. The gate should be open. This is the area the previous owner used with a couple campers back here that have since been removed since we purchased the property. So just wanted to note that. This is ready to start using this summer for recreational purposes, and this would make a really good building location for somebody who wants to build in this neck of the woods. You've got access to a lot of lakes up in this area outside of Grand Rapids, Minnesota. You can see what Deer Lake looks like in the Pine Ridge Resort. This is one of my favorite lakes in Minnesota, Deer Lake. Beautiful area if you haven't been. You've got a lot of, like I said, recreation in this neck of the woods. So like this photo says, you're in God's country up here in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. So going back to the property, right, the target audience here, somebody who's looking to build, maybe a long-term land investment. We do offer really good prices on our land, or maybe it's a place to use for recreation or hunting for the time being. It does have these improvements. Like I said, it does have the driveway. It does have the cleared out area. So it is ready to start using today. And only a small portion of the property is going to be wetlands too. So zooming out, you can see there are, public access points up in Deer Lake. You can zoom out. There's public access points down here in Bass Lake. So you do have a lot of opportunities to access public areas in these lakes, store your boats on this property, store your campers. It does make a really fun, nice location for a home base for weekend adventures with a family and with the friends. So that really sums up this property really well. If you do want to go view it, simply use the GPS coordinates on our website. I went through directions in this video. There are no improvements on the property. I do know that power is going to be coming off Freestone Road right here. You can see people have developed homes right here. So I'm guessing your power is going to be fairly close to this property. Running power there is going to be roughly, I'd say 225 yards, not far at all. I'm guessing on 244 down here to the south, that's going to be your closest access to power. And then when it comes to development, this isn't part of city limits. You're going to be installing a septic system or a well for water and sewer. So that really sums up this listing. We do offer more of a self-service model. You're welcome to go view the property on your own. Take a peek at it. We talked about directions to the property. Like I said, a really straightforward 20-acre land investment right outside of Grand Rapids, really close access to everything, and here's what that driveway looks like. So again, the previous owner did have campers up in and out of here. Should be plenty accessible for those who want to go look at the property. Thanks for tuning in. I do have other listings in Minnesota. If you want to take a peek at our property page, head down to Minnesota. You can see there's quite a few land deals available on our website up here in Minnesota. Thanks for tuning in.